Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do One Piece episode 572 review. So before I get started, of course, look down in the description below for the link to this week's episode of One Piece, the preview to next week's episode of One Piece, and of course, the fan page, all in the description down below. That being said, this week's episode of One Piece, I know a lot of people are excited to see Smoker. He's evolved from the White Hunter to the White Chase, you know, and people are excited to see him. But in my personal opinion, the highlight was definitely Pekoms. Definitely Pekoms. I mean, Pekoms. Because the way he did Caribou, it shows you the level, it shows you just how far the New World is in comparison to, you know, the Grand Line. Or at least the first half of the Grand Line. Because technically the New World is still the Grand Line. It's just that it's, you know, more chaotic, it's bigger, and obviously the norm opponents are a lot more stronger. Because it's the New World, and in the New World, I believe is not order is not maintained in the New World by the Marines. Order is maintained by the Yoko, the Four Emperors. Because Jinbe in this episode, when he was talking to Neptune, he said that, well, you know, one of the best ways in order to survive in the New World is to join an emperor, you know, follow an emperor. And I've said this before and I say it again. You need to be strong as fuck in order to actually be, you know, in order to be successful in the New World. And we're seeing Pekoms. I mean, with the way he did Caribou, because Caribou's like, you know, well, you know, I'm a Logia and you're a Zoan, and I'm better than you, so fuck you. Comes there with a scythe attack, but then Pekoms, high speed and movement, underneath the scythe, punches him just right in the gut, like, yeah, just extension, extension, and then he goes flying back. And the entire time, he was mad chill. Pekoms was mad chill, cool, calm, collected, like it was a walk in the park for this guy. And then he states, you know, that Logia, who are overconfident just like you, tend to die young. And I was like, oh, okay, Pekoms, or so Pekoms is good shit. I mean, that was good shit. And of course, just to show you how insignificant Caribou is, we have Baron Tamago. He's like, you know, half-blooded challengers, you know, disappoint me. Like, let's go. You know, mama's waiting. So, okay, like, you know, like, I'm just saying. And there is no way in hell that Pekoms and Tamago are like, you know, like top dudes in Big, I mean, like, maybe like mid-top dudes in Big Mam's crew, but they're not top motherfuckers, alright? Like, the two top guys I see in Big Mam's crew are the girl the girl with the three eyes, and then of course Bobin, because Bobin, again, he came back from destroying a country, so you know, like, that's, you know, Pekoms is strong, but as far as I can see, his devil fruit, which I believe is like a turtle type of thing, but then it makes you wonder, like, he's a lion with sunglasses, and he has a turtle devil fruit, so maybe it's like, I don't know. It's very strange. Like, I don't know what his deal is. Like, clearly his fruit is based on turtle. You know, like turtle thing, shell, tortoise fruit. But why is his body a lion? Like, it's very fucking weird. I mean, this kind of weird shit is only going to be explained in the New World. But maybe a Mystic Zoan, but that's pushing it, because I don't see I don't see any mystic creature that revolves a lion and a turtle, unless it's like Avatar: The Last Airbender, where you have like the lion tortoises and shit, and these guys could like energy bend. So, I mean, but other than that, I don't see any mystical creature that involves a lion and a turtle. I mean, there's a Griffith that involves a lion, a snake, an eagle, all that stuff, or a sphinx. But a turtle? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. But other than that, we see in this episode at the beginning, don't know why, but the way the conversation was going between Jinbe and King Neptune, it was very, like, refreshing. Like, it was just really calm, cool, collected, you know, like, these two respectable guys in the One Piece world going, you know, talking in a nice, calm demeanor, you know, laughing, you know, like, it's the same, like, I felt the same way when, in, like, the very few occasions, you see Shanks talk to Mihawk, and, like, they're partying, like, they're, like, they're drinking beer and shit, they're like, yeah, you know, but yeah, like, it felt refreshing to see these two talk together, you know, and talk about the future of Fisherman Island and the Sun Pirates. And that's one of the obligations that Jinbe has right now, his commitment to the Sun Pirates. He is the captain of the Sun Pirates. So he just can't leave his ship and then, you know, jump on Luffy's ship. No, he can't do that. So, and also he stated that the Sun Pirates themselves are a part of Big Mam's crew. You know? Like, Big Ma'am has assimilated the Sun Pirates into her sect, into her unit, into her army, whatever you want to call it. And Jinbe wants to break away because now he wants to join Luffy. Now, the question here is, will the other Sun Pirates join Jinbe alongside with Luffy? Or will the other Sun Pirates go back to Fisherman Island and help protect the Fisherman Island from invaders and intruders, while Jinbe, the captain, joins Luffy? You know, like, I mean, clearly, obviously, I'm going to go with the latter, because he wants Jinbe and only Jinbe. And plus, Luffy, at the beginning of the series, said that he wanted a crew of, like, 10 people. And when you exclude him, we have Zoro, we have Nami, we have Usopp, we have Sanji, we have Chopper, we have Robin, we have Frankie and Brook. Jinbe makes 9, and then we have one more person who's going to join the crew, and then the crew is set. The crew is set for the entire series after the person who joins after Jinbe, you know? So, that's the way it's going to be. Now, Jinbe also explains that, when I want to know, not Jinbe, King Neptune explains how he may take up the flag of the Straw Hat, because now that Luffy, well, because, like, they don't know this yet, because this is before Luffy comes back with the news that he talked to Big Mom and yada yada yada. But Neptune was already thinking about, you know, using the Straw Hat pirate flag in order to help in order to, you know, make that statement of that this island is guarded or protected by Monkey D. Luffy, you know, the son of Dragon, which is, you know, a huge statement. Duh, no shit. And after the whole entire scene, what happens is Luffy comes back, all right, because the Minister of the Left, I believe, no, Minister of the Right, he talks about how the Tamatema box is, you know, one of the, among the treasures that they have, and they want to, you know, get it back because there's a bomb there, and this is key. There is a bomb in that treasure chest, and whoever opens that there'll be like a big explosion. And Luffy comes back, and then he informs all of them that, yeah, we gave all the treasure away to Big Man. And of course, Nami, you know, being the slut that she is, you know, being the whore. I mean, come on. Like, look at the way she dresses. She loves money. It's like, come on. She is a whore. Like, that's what she is. I'm sorry. But, you know, she wants that money, that green. And of course, she kicks Sanji, Zoro's, and Luffy's ass for that kind of shit. Because she's like, why'd you give away all the treasure? What the fuck, Luffy? But the key thing here, when it comes to that scene, is we have the Minister of the Right and Neptune freaking out. Because now they know that Luffy, who gave the treasure to Baron Tomgo and Pekoms, who in return are gonna give the treasure to Big Man, she's gonna open this box, and then there's gonna be an explosion, and then this, in a sense, is gonna be a confirmed declaration of war between Luffy and her. So it's like, okay, that's a problem. That's a big problem, because when you fuck with a Yoko, usually shit doesn't go your way. Again, one sick old Yoko went into Marineford and fucked that shit up bad. So Big Man, she's gonna come in there with a fury like no other, like no other. And then after that whole entire scene, we see the whole entire thing with Pekoms and Caribou, because Caribou, he wakes up, looks in his gut, sees no treasure, runs to the candy factory, finds Baron Tamago and Pekoms, attacks Pekoms. Pekoms goes into like a turtle shell type of mode. He blocks that shit. Then, you know, Caribou goes in there with his sickle. He jumps at Pekoms. Pekoms' high-speed movement, then hockey punch, bam, fuck out of my way. Logan, who are cocky like you, die young, and then they walk away like badasses. After that scene, we go, we see Luffy and the others. They're now moving towards Sunny, because it is now finally time to leave Fishman Island and go on to the new world, the Shin Sekai. And after that, we have a scene of the Shin Sekai, and we're seeing the Marines. The Marines are literally coasting along, and all of a sudden, these pirate ships keep on popping up, like droves and droves and droves of pirate ships. And these are the 30,000 guys that Horty Jones had as slaves, and now they're escaping. But when they quote-unquote escape, they wind up being, you know, they wind up in the middle of combat with these Marines. And so now they're going to fight for their lives in order to try to escape. The problem here is that amongst the Marine ships, there is G5, and G5 Marines are insane Marines. Apparently, like, these guys are hardcore motherfuckers, and they are hardcore motherfuckers, because later on in the next arc, we see that G5 don't fuck around. Now they just don't. And after that, we see one cannonball, because one guy, you know, one pirate guy fires a cannonball at the G5 ship, and then we see a familiar face come in there, actually, you know, block the cannonball. No, not block it, but more like catch the cannonball in mid-flight, and then throw it to the side. And this face is Tashigi, and then Tashigi starts having an argument with her, you know, with her subordinates. Tashigi, I forgot what her rank was before the time skip, but it's higher now. Now she's a captain. And by the way, according to the latest news in the One Piece Z film, Kobe is also a captain like Tashigi, and I believe that Tashigi started off on a higher rank than Kobe. So, like, I'm just pointing this out right now, that Kobe, after taking Haki, has, you know, ascended much more quickly than someone like Tashigi. I mean, Tashigi right now, like, she's good. But, you know, I'm just pointing out, you know, that Kobe was a lower rank. And now, after 2 years, he's on the same rank as Tashigi. Where Tashigi started at also a low rank, but she was still higher rank than Kobe before the time skip. You feel me? So, like, I'm just saying. You know, I want to point that out. I want to point that out. And then after that, we see, after the argument, Smoker, you know, the white chase, cuts that shit off. He's interrogating this person. One of the guys tells him that, you know, the guy who freed us from Horty Jones, who enslaved us, was Straw Hat. And then that last panel was like, I know. Fool. And, you know, and there is the end, is the end of the episode. So this episode overall, the rating, I'm going to give an okay. Because, like, even though, like, I like a lot of scenes in this episode, I did, especially with the Pekoms and the Smoker, overall, when it comes to story-wise, it was, you know, it was okay. I mean, yes, we do know that Smoker is waiting, but I'm not going to spoil it for you, but let me just say that things don't really pan out in that fashion. So let me, you know, let me say in that order. Let me say in that nature. And the whole entire thing with Jinbe and Neptune, it's important, but it's not super duper important because we already knew that Luffy was going to make Fishman Island his own territory. We already knew that. And in this nature, we're seeing that Neptune himself was thinking about that idea in the first place, you know? So overall, the episode was okay, and I'm done. So this is King Lightning. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'm signing out. Once again, look down in the description below for the preview to next week's episode of One Piece, the Facebook fan page, and of course the link to this week's episode of One Piece. And I'm signing out. Peace. Have a nice day.